Okay, this is the Karnataka map. So as you see, you have three distinct geomorphic zones. So first one is Karavali or the coastal plains. The second is Malenadu or the Western Ghats. The third is Bayalusime or Deccan Plateau. So coastal plains or Karavali is a strip of 320 kilometers length and it is stretched, it has a wide length of 48 to 64 kilometers. And Malenadu or the mountain range, so this is spread for another 40 kilometers range. And finally the Bayalusime, it is also called as rain shadow area. Now as you see two monsoon photos on either side, so this is the southwest monsoon. So before the southwest monsoon we have the summer season, right? So when in summer, the land masses gets heated up and the seasonal winds gets attracted towards the land masses and that's how the monsoon is created. So that's how the southwest monsoon, you have it from June to September, and then the retreating monsoon, which is also called as northeast monsoon, which will be there for October to November, and then the winter season. So can anyone locate where Bangalore is? Bayalusime, north or south? South. Okay. Beyond this, it will be a little difficult to find out where Bangalore is because at the pace at which it is growing. Okay. So now, what is that most of us like about Bangalore?
Weather.
Traffic.
Okay, I heard it as weather because I am prepared for that. Okay, so there are mainly three reasons for Bangalore reason. It's difficult to explain Bangalore weather. Mainly there are three influencing factors for this. The first one is the elevation. So Bangalore is located at over 900 meters above the sea level. So as per International Civil Aviation Organization, for every 1000 meters altitude, there will be a drop of 6.5 degrees Celsius. So that is one region, so this place is cool. And Bangalore's peak point is Vidyaranyapura. So anybody from Vidyaranyapura here? Okay. So you all should feel more elevated than rest of us. Okay. So the second point is, so Bangalore is equidistant from Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. So that's how the humidity is also less. So the third point is, you have many oxygen cylinders installed here. So that means you have a botanical garden like Lal Bagh, you have Kaban Park, and there are some defense installations also, which are very rich in vegetation, and that's how the reputation what we have got is Garden City. Okay, with that, next slide. Yes. Okay, I'm listing some of the Karnataka state symbols. So this is the state emblem. So as you see, these are the two lion elephant. Okay, it's a mythological character. It's not real characters. And within the shield, what you see is a mythical bird called as Gandaberunda. It's a two-headed bird. And above that, you see that four lions, which is our national emblem. Elephant, state bird is Indian roller. State flower is lotus. State tree is sandalwood tree. And the state song which you just heard few minutes back, Jaya Bharata Jananiya Tanujate, this was penned in 1924. So it has completed 100 years now. So for 2024. Okay, next slide. Thank you. Okay, Jnanapith Award winners. So this is the highest and the oldest Indian literary awards given by Bharatiya Jnanapith to an author for their outstanding contribution in literature. So from the left, you have Kuvempu, Dara Bendre, Shivaram Karant, Masti Venkatesh Iyengar, Vinayak Krishna Gokak, Anant Murthy, Girish Karnad, and finally Chandrasekhar Kambar. And Kannada literature has got 8 such awards, which is the second highest after Hindi literature, which has got 11. Yeah, next slide. Okay, GI tag products. So GI tag is nothing but any product which originates from a geographical location and later gets a wider acceptance can get the GI tag. So in India, there are 643 registered geographical indication products we have, and out of that, Karnataka has 48 of them, and that is like fourth largest in India.
Nice.
And we have some shared products also with our neighboring states. So with Kerala, we share Arabica and Arabica coffee and Robusta coffee. In Maharashtra, we share Kolhapur Chappal. And Kerala and Tamil Nadu, we share Malabar pepper. Okay. And that is a category which is listed out: agriculture, foodstuff, handicrafts, and manufactured. It all sums up to 48. Okay, next slide. Okay, did you know this? First is Karnataka Khadi Gramodyog Samyukta Sangha. This unit was established in 1957, and this, for many decades, this was the only authorized manufacturing unit of national flags of India. Okay. So the second one is Mysore Paints and Varnish. So even today, this is the sole supplier of indelible election link. So on the voting day, this gets on your forefinger, right? So this comes from the Mysore Paints and Varnish. Okay, let me make a confession here. So the title says, did you know? I also got to know while I was preparing for this. So Mattur village. So this is the only Sanskrit village in India. Even today, it is used Sanskrit as the communication language. So roughly around 5,000 population we have. And largest production of coffee is in Karnataka. So mainly it is Coorg. And largest silk producing state is any idea?
Kolam.
Yeah, Ramnagara district. It's also called as Silk City. Okay. Okay, the trekking spots. Probably this will help you for your next vacation plan as well. So Tadiyantamol trek. So this actually in Koduva means large belonging of mountain. Okay. So this is at a peak of 1,748 meters. So which happens to be the third highest peak in Karnataka. So the second one is Kudremukh trek. So Kudremukha actually means horse-faced. A particular view seems to be like a horse face, so that is how the name. And it is at 1,894 meters. This is the second highest peak in Karnataka. And third one is Kumara Parvata, so which is at 1,714 meters. So relatively the height is less, but this is the most challenging trek in Karnataka. And you have Kodachadri trek. This is also the natural heritage site from Karnataka. So this is at a height of 1,343 meters. And from the coastal place you have Gokarna beach for trekking. And finally Mullayanagiri. So this is the highest peak in Karnataka, which is at a height of 1,925 meters. And there is one caution here. So all these places, what you see, are much more beautiful from what they appear here. Okay. So with that, I'm going to finish it. Thank you.